Hello, my name is Nick Gabriel. This is my final video and presentation for A70B1 with Dr. Poe. So my presentation is going to be on the financial aspect of water. We're going to discuss three main topics today. These include the context for local water infrastructure investment in the United States, how to sustainably ensure affordable access to water supply, and lastly, how the financial aspect of water affects the economy. All right, so in the first place, focusing mostly on large water drinking facilities or utilities, sorry, and when it comes to providing clean water to the outside. Utilities in this aspect are under fire and pressure to ensure safe and reliable water is nothing to worry about. These utilities are struggling on the infrastructure side of things and need a set of financial tools in order to pay for said utilities. One example of this is the Flint, Michigan. They are struggling and in need of new infrastructure, which will come mostly from investment. So only 17% of utilities are sure they can provide or they can cover the fees which let them continue, and even less to improve. Utilities across the US are met by investment shortfalls, some being as high as $655 billion over the next two decades. All right. Utilities put $109 billion into water spending each year. This number is declining in a steady downfall. According to the American Society of Civil Engineers, or the ASCE, the estimate of what United States must invest is at least $123 billion a year over the next decade to achieve a good state of repair. All right, so looking at the graph here, you can see there are 6 categories to gauge water investment performance. These include high operating ratio, relatively low debt to asset ratio, relatively low residential water rates, population increase from 2005 to 2015, increase in median household income in 2005 to 2015, relatively low share of households with annual incomes under $25,000. All right. While it is a struggle for utilities to generate enough income to stay sustainable with their assets, they are also suffering from huge internal debt. Each utility must find a strategy that is specific to them and their own city. One example of an approach is called the One Water approach, in which drinking water, wastewater, and stormwater are treated as and financed as one. All right, moving on here. Second topic at hand is how the financial aspect of water affects the economy, as well as the financial assistance programs in the US when it comes to water. There are loads of financial assistance plans and programs offered in the US. Some of these include the Clean Water State Revolving Fund, or the CWSRF. So established in 1987, following amendments made it to the Clean Water Act, or the CWA, states working in partnership with the EPA provide financial assistance largely in the form of loans to communities of all sizes to construct wastewater infrastructure projects. State CWSRFs have provided more than $111 billion to communities through 2015. The CWA allows financial assistance to be made to private sponsors for nonprofit, for non-point source projects. All right, I'll look at the graph here. Access to water depends on a water infrastructure that preserves and treats water to then deliver clean drinking water to the public. Low-income communities have a hard time maintaining their water treatment systems. The graph below shows how small operators represent the majority of water systems. Moving on, my third and last topic I'll be bringing up is how water and the infrastructure is a major component to economic health. There is no doubt that water is one of the main essentials for living in life. Unfortunately, there's a huge issue with clean water and lack thereof it. Dirty water was the single largest cause of illness around the world. According to Latimer in 2020, the American Society of Civil Engineers has estimated that failure to close the gap in investment required for water sanitation would cause the United States to lose nearly 500,000 jobs by 2025. This shows the detrimental effect that water and water infrastructure has in the economy, as well as the human life. The American Society of Civil Engineers stated that following those statistics, it will be estimated by the year 2025, the United States will have lost over 508 billion in GDP. All right, going over everything said above, and with the data collected, we can conclude that the world of water infrastructure is a bit of a mess. Through planned out strategic options, it is possible to begin to fix this problem, although it will take much investment and years of time. If we do not take this matter seriously, it will not only affect the the utilities, but you as an American citizen. Water infrastructure is much too important to be looked over. Thank you.